Hey, welcome to another episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today I am going to be showing you how I changed my inserts on my Piledriver 390 arrows. But before we get started, remember youtube.com/user/10robro and on rumble.com. You can try rumble.com user/Utah Crossbow Hunter. And if that doesn't work, up at the top you'll find a drop down box that says video. You just hit that box and it'll say drop down a channel and type in Utah Crossbow Hunter. And don't forget to subscribe to both channels and hit the thumbs up on YouTube and the plus sign on Rumble. And also, you can send me an email for any future episodes you'd like to see me do at utahcrossbowhunter@icloud.com, and I will be your host for today. So before we get started, let's get the intro done. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be talking about the inserts on the Piledriver 390 arrow. Okay, so as you recall, in a previous episode, I changed the fletchings on these from 4-inch down to 2-inch on these fletchings. And then I decided I'm going to put in a 120 grain insert in these. So I contacted Lancaster Archery, which I'll put a link down below, and I talked to a gentleman called Troy, and he said to try these EASTON inserts. And I'll leave a link to that below. But the only problem I had, let me grab one of these here real quick, is that these inserts, the way they come, are too big. Okay? They're too big. So, because these Piledriver arrows come with these aluminum inserts that weigh about roughly 23 grains. And for those of you who don't know, the outside diameter of these arrows is 2.85, and the inside is 2.284 on the inside. So they're probably about a 2.83 actually on the inside. But that's what they recommend is these inserts. So what I had to do is I had to pull out my Dremel tool here, put on a grinding stone, okay, and I grinded these down just a hair, like 0.001. So I didn't grind that much off, but I did it a little bit at a time till I got it to the spot where I needed it. Okay. Once I got done grinding that down, and when I pulled out these inserts, and I'll show you in a later episode how I pull these inserts out, because I tried boiling with water. That didn't work too well. So I pulled out got a lighter, and I heated these up, and I did it again very, very slowly. It took a little bit, but then I got these aluminum inserts out. They're pretty tough in there. So, and once I got done with that, okay, before I put my new insert in, I took out my gun cleaning kit, and I pulled out one of these here, bristles or whatever you call them. And this was I believe the 357-38 bristle that I pulled out, and I just ran it in, cleaned out anything old in there, and then I took that off, and then I put on a cloth insert there, and I just kind of ran it through my whole arrow like so. And let's see, yeah, there we go, just to clean it out, because I want a nice clean surface inside. Okay, and now I'm going to take some super glue here, and hopefully it's not in too bad a shape. Some super glue. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run just a few drops on here. Don't need a lot. Okay. And now I'm just going to stick it in. Okay. That's it. Okay. And I'm going to hold it there for a few seconds. As you can see. Okay. So that's all done. Now I'm going to take my knock. I'm going to line my knock up. With my white fletching. And just stick that back in. Okay. Because what I guess is what I'm going to be doing later on is we're expecting some weather this week. So later on, I got a 4-inch. I'm going to take some 4-inch fletching with the aluminum insert, and then I'll take these with my 120 grain insert with the 4-inch and the 2-inch fletching. Okay, I will take those out and I will do some tests. Okay, when exactly that's going to happen, I don't know. I guess we got some weather coming in, but that's all there is to it. You know, like I said, I'll show you in a later episode of how I grind these down after I take these out and shoot them and run some tests. Because that's the nice thing about these. It's not that it can be a little expensive, but if I have to take these old 2-inch fletchings off and put 4-inch fletchings back on, so be it. I'm hoping I don't have to. I'm hoping this is what will work. So let me get this out of the way here. So let's weigh these. Okay. With the new, see what the weight do. Oh, I don't want to do that. So without the field tip, they come in at 451 grains. Let me write this down here. There's my pen. So let's write this down and see what the weight difference is. Okay, 451 without the tip, and with the tip, that's 125 grain tip that I'm putting on here. It comes up to, wow, 576.2. Okay. And so let's see, let's weigh we'll just weigh one of these other ones here with a 2-inch fletching, the aluminum insert, no tip. We'll weigh one of these. And that is 334. And we'll put the tip back in. 125 tip back in. And that is 458.4. So roughly 125 grain difference. So it is definitely a bigger arrow, or a heavier arrow. Okay. So like I said, we'll be taking these out and testing these. The 2-inch versus the 4-inch. A 125 grain tip with 120 grain insert and a 23 grain insert. Okay, so we'll take those out and we will test those later on. and see what we got. Now, I can't do that right now. And then we'll do a kinetic energy test and all that kind of stuff to see what the difference is. So, that's going to be an important thing when we shoot. Okay. I'm kind of looking forward to it, to the testing. Actually, I want to go out and do it right now, but we got some clouds coming in, and it's a little chilly outside. And like I said, I don't like sleeping in the doghouse. So with that said, we'll come back with some final thoughts. Okay, so for final thoughts, remember that like I said, I'll have a link to EASTON and the inserts. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Inserts in these for these Piledriver arrows. And again, I'll do another video later on how to grind down these inserts. Like I said, it's really, really easy to do. And it says, again, the outside diameter of these arrows, the Piledriver arrows, is 2.85 outside diameter, and 0.284 is the inside. That is the specs on these arrows. So, yeah, that's all I got for right now. But before we go, I just want to say thank you to all of our men and women in uniform. You're doing a great job out there. Keep up the good work. And all of our ladies and gentlemen in blue. They see some things out there that, yeah, you just don't want to see. And to all of our first responders, remember, medic saves lives, but the EMT saves the medic. So again, take care of your family. Family comes first. And all means, get out there and hunt, and see you on the next episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter.